Good morning, everyone. Today I find myself in Tennessee on a mission to learn everything I can about the state gemstone of Tennessee, which is the cultured freshwater pearl. This is the only gemstone I know of that people can grow. They're growing them inside these little shells. We're going to figure out, are they clams, oysters, mussels? I don't know. They're shellfish. And they get these little pearls out of them. We're going to learn everything we can about them. And gosh, am I freaking enjoying this place. I'm living lakeside right now. They've got the nice RV park here. It's a little pricey or whatever it is. So I told them I don't want electric and water if it's going to be that much. I just park myself in the camping spot. I'm only going to be here for a day, you know. So yeah, let's see what we find, you know. Look at this, guys. It's a whole ferry. And it's sunk to the bottom. It's a 2-story boat, and it's like all rusty and stuff. I'll bet the catfish in there are huge, if you can get them. Jeez. I just thought this was a super neat thing to wake up to. I didn't understand there was anything like this out here. This is, I guess, a relic of the past, I suppose. I'm going to try and figure out some more about this boat, but I just wanted to come and take a good look at it. I thought I'd bring you guys along with me, because it's pretty neat. Jeez. Oh man, look at this. There's a little pavilion here at the end. This looks like the best place in the world to eat lunch. You guys know how I like my lunch. Whoa, look at that cloud. Tennessee's pretty. Who knew? Look at the trees, they're changing colors. It's fall here. Wow. There's a bridge over there. And over there is where they grow the freshwater pearls. You can't quite see it from here, but I'll get a better view of it from over there. Look at this bench. Luna, come on up. Hey, come on up. Luna, come on. Oh, she's having fun. She thinks we might be here to catch a fish. She loves nothing more than fish. Well, maybe she hates nothing more than fish. I'm not really sure which one it is. Last time she had a fish, though, she lost her mind. Good Lord. Is there a fish? Is there? I don't know. I don't know. She'll jump in if she thinks she sees a fish, though. I got her on the leash, so she doesn't do that. That'd be cold. She's growling? Okay. Wow, Tennessee. That's a fish. Are you serious? Right there live. Just jumped right there. Wow. 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 There it is. America's only freshwater pearl farm. That's it. That's the whole thing. Huh. I don't think they're going to take me out there. But it'd be cool if they did. Kind of want to go see what's over there. But maybe we'll get a good picture in the museum of what's there. Oh, look, a turtle. You can only see his head. There's a big turtle right there. Right there. Oh God, my fingers are dirty. Right there, a turtle. Freaking cool. Haven't seen a turtle in a while. There's some dudes over there fishing. Luna's squeaking because she hears fish. There was a fish that jumped over there. Listen to those birds. Luna saw a squirrel and now she's losing her mind. The squirrels are over there chittering. and she can't handle it. Her instincts won't let her. But I used to find shells like this when I was a kid. This one's got a really cool example of how iridescent it is. Look at those colors on there. Cool. And then I guess this is the rig that they have the big ones on in the water. Look at this spider. Got a big spider web right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, kind of. Cool. And then I guess they use these little motors and they lift them up and harvest them and do whatever they need to do and then put them back down in the water. Cool. Alright, so here we are, Birdsong Resort and Marina Community Center, Pearl Museum and Jewelry Gallery. This is the building. Pool's closed for the season. Yeah, so we're gonna go inside here in a second. Starting off with a movie.
Looking for that.
Alright guys, so this is the state gemstone in Tennessee right here. The cultured freshwater pearl. These are right here from this farm. This is the only farm, so that's how you know they're from here. And wow, that's a stunner, and that's going home with me today. That's the biggest pearl I've ever seen, and I'm gonna have to get that. So some really cool stuff. They do implants here. This is how it works. They take an organic piece of material. In this case, they use the Tennessee River shell. And they take the shell and they put it inside of the mussel. And these are the mussel shells here. They stick it right inside of the critter on the inside. And then the critter secretes nacre, which is a material that they use to cover up any intrusive items inside of their shell. And then they layer it, and it covers up the shell piece. And then you can get pearls in really cool shapes. They have different shapes here, like the heart shape, the long shape, the triangle shape that you saw there, and circles and coins. So you can get these really cool cultured pearls in interesting shapes. They also use these Japanese shells. What was that one again? It was a mussel?
It was an oyster.
It's an oyster. So the Japanese oyster shells. So now the Japanese are using their shell pieces because of their unique makeup to create more productive pearls. And so now the Japanese are making a lot of the pearls these days, the cultured pearls. So they still do have the farm out there that we saw just a second ago in this video. But yeah, I mean, this stuff is really, really spectacular. I mean, look at the colors on these. You got the squares and the different teardrop shapes. That one's just super wild. You know, you've got nice ovals and coins. Look at this iridescent coloring. Just beautiful. Here's another really iridescent one. So yeah, the color of the shell will help to dictate the color of the pearl. So like you can see that might have come out of a really iridescent shell. Wow. So they do have pearls from all over the world here. They have the Chinese pearls and the Japanese pearls, but all of the pearls here have been started with the shell pieces from the Tennessee shells. Okay, so these are all in some way partially Tennessean. But those are probably some Chinese freshwater pearls. You can see they're freaking enormous, really pretty. Those are black pearls with beautiful iridescence. I'm geeking on that piece. Really great. Pearls are not just white, they come in many colors. Look at those ones, they're silver and pink there. Man, I like the pearl because it has so many colors and it's very iridescent. It's a really great gemstone for jewelry and setting in a lot of different ways, and a lot of different colors and a lot of different shapes. Look at the colors on this one, shapes and colors. And Luna doesn't care about pearls at all because there's squirrels outside. And she's way more interested in squirrels than pearls, but there's some really cool stuff here. These are the Tennessee freshwaters, I can tell, because of the shapes and stuff. Here's a bunch of different kinds of shells. Many different kinds of creatures can produce pearls. Here they use mussels. Some places use oysters, other things. These are what the nets look like under the water outside, and they grow them out there by the hundreds. They only have a small area left. They used to have about 8-10 times as much as they do now, but now a lot of things are imported. These are 100% Tennessee here. These are from this exact farm, grown right here, cultured here in Tennessee. They've got a few cases here. Actually, these whole 2 cases. And the other ones are a little bit more spread out. I'm gonna get some of these shells. And I'm gonna have to look at the pearls some more. And then the diver that is here makes really great artwork as well, so he has his own case. And then these are the natural freshwater pearls here in Tennessee that divers find all over the place. They're not cultured. Those are completely natural from the Tennessee River here. Some lacrosse pearls and pendants. These are freaking cool. I'm getting the big giant cross pearl.
I know.
I'm excited. So, they also have these things called shell pearls, where they take the implanted shell piece and they glue it on the inside of a living shell, and then the nacre is secreted and it forms a pearl on the inside of the shell instead of on the inside of the critter. And so that's stuck into this shell. It's a beautiful shell. And then they also make really cool jewelry with these. So those are examples of shell pearls that have been cut and put into really nice pendants. I think those ones are running about $100 in this case. The diver who dives the pearls has made them. He does his own jewelry. This is his case. And there's some other cool things over here, like the shell. It almost looks like amylite. That one on the top right is so many colors in it. Really incredible. All examples of mother of pearl, which would be the shell material of the critters that the shell's coming out of. There's more of the freshwater ones. I got some of those too, guys, if you like the natural freshwater ones. Just a great little case here. You can see he's a really talented artist. He does a few wire rings as well. And we're gonna go and show you these other cases too really fast. Again, because I know I went too fast the first time. So those are the bar-shaped ones and the coin-shaped ones. Some more beautiful rings. These are all grown right here. These are all cultured right here in Tennessee, in this case. Really beautiful settings that they put them in. Coins and bars and rings. Here's some that are set in some little gold pieces there. That one's a boot. That one's a horse, man. A horse and a dude. Really, really stunning rings. Wow, that's $22.70. So that's almost a $3,000 ring right there. There they are, beautifully set on some chains, the nice triangles and coins. Awesome. Thanks for looking, you guys. So this is the device that they use to hold the shell. And then there's a little diagram over here I wanted to show you that shows you the tools that they would use to implant the shell. So you got the clamp there. The clamp holds the shell. And then you've got this thing here, which I assume opens it a little bit, and then that thing just holds it open. And then you use the different hooks depending on what implant you're going to use, whether you're using a round implant or something else, and you get it on there and you stick it inside of the critter, basically. And then the critter starts to put the nacre on it, and it becomes a cultured freshwater pearl. All right, so let's talk about the implanting of the shell. So they take the shells, and here in this picture, you can see that the gentlemen are cutting the shells. They're cutting them into these shapes here. Next, they cut them into small square pellets. These are the small square pellets here, okay? Then they sort through the pellets to figure out which ones they're gonna use. They need to be cut right, and they need to be the right kind. I don't really know how they figure out which ones are gonna be the best. Then they put them in drums like this, and they tumble them, and they get rounded. And then once they're really round, they can put them on a polishing machine, and they can get them into these circular shapes. So these are how they make the sphere implants for when they want the spherical spherical pearl to come out. So you can see here the different shapes and the different cutting processes. Starts really square, and they get a little bit less square, and those are the rounded ones, and then these ones here are the polished ones. Really, really neat. How Tennessee river mussel shells are used to produce cultured pearls in Japan. See, so they're using these Tennessee shells, cutting them down, and then they actually culture the pearls inside of these kinds of shells in Japan. So they have saltwater farms out there, and they use these Japanese mussels. Sorry, Japanese pearl oysters. That's what that says there. So that's where those come from. Really great. And that's the link between the Tennessee pearl and the Japanese pearl is the shell material. So yeah, here you can see some of the implants that they would use today. And some of the pearls that are coming out, the Japanese ones. Yeah. Well, this is what I got out in the sunlight. You can see that's pretty awesome. You can kind of see some of the iridescence, but it's it's pearlescent, right? So it's pearlescent, pretty shiny stuff. Huge cross pearl. Those are Tennessee freshwater cultured. And then we got some more of those here, but you can see they're in different shapes. I got 3 coin shapes, a square and an oval. The oval is pretty cool. I really like the color. This one probably has the most colors as far as the iridescence or opalescence. It looks just like the mother of pearl shell. Unfortunately, the phone's not going to show the full glory of these. But what can you do? Really pretty coin shaped. And this one had a lighter color to it. It still has a lot of rainbow. And I got a couple of half shells, and I was feeling around and got thick ones. And then when I got home, I realized that these are probably a matching pair. So it's a whole shell. This one has a weird way it was growing. It was open just a little bit, and the reason for that was because these little pegs were growing right here, and then this other peg was right there, and they kind of grew, and those were running into each other a little bit. But what can you do at that point? Once you've grown that much of it out, then your mouth just starts to open, I guess, a little bit if you're a mussel. I don't know if they call it a mouth, but whatever. Here's the back side of those. You can see in the water they would be pretty well camouflaged, so it's a good thing that they use the nets to keep track of them. And then these are the natural Tennessee freshwater pearls. So people do go diving, and they look for mussels and clams and things like that in the Tennessee River. And they do have freshwater pearls. So these were all naturally occurring. These are not cultured Tennessee pearls. Really cool that you can get them like in a box like this with so many. One of them is kind of darker, which is cool, like a black pearl or silver pearl. Let's see, there it is right there. Cool. And then there's some bigger ones in there too, which is cool. Great. So yeah, that's what I got from the Freshwater Pearl Museum. Pretty freaking excited. It was kind of expensive to get all of these, but now I have them, which is cool. So I'm gonna have to sell a couple of them to recoup my costs, but that's all right. And then maybe if I sell too many of them, then I'll have to get more, and we can continue to support the diver and the farm and the songbird marina and all the cool stuff that they have going on here. Check out the pearlescent colors there. So yeah, pretty exciting. I'm real happy to be in Tennessee. There's my car. My trailer's hidden behind the RVs. But I'm right on the water here. It's so nice. I mean, look, I got the perfect view of the farm right there. so I can look over and see where these pearls came from whenever I want. They came from right there. They do boat rentals and stuff, but I'm not gonna go boating. Can't afford it today. Spent too much on pearls. So yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy my evening here, maybe have a quesadilla, you know? One more look. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. All right, so now I'm in the Canaveral Mineral and Gem Society Library. I would recommend everybody go out and find your local gem club. That's another big thing I want to let everybody know to do. Your local gem societies, they've got a lot of knowledge, a lot of people, a lot of access to land, and you'll find a lot of good dig sites that way. And as well as access to machines and knowledge. Look, I mean, look at all this knowledge in the library here. They've got DVDs and everything, and all kinds of workshops and classes at very affordable rates. So definitely make sure to check out your local gem club. Again, I'm at Canaveral Mineral and Gem Society. Pretty great. That was the Tennessee Pearls, you guys. I'm going to try and get some of those set in silver when I learn silversmithing here at the club. And if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, make sure to let me know. If you need any work done, I'm starting to learn how to do work. I do capstans now. The tumbled stones are going great, and I'm going to be doing some more markets in the near future. So yeah, we'll see you on the next adventure. Make sure to buy American minerals, support American miners and divers, and make sure to follow your dreams and do what you're passionate about. Figure it out and work hard towards your passions, and you'll never regret it. And have a beautiful day, guys. See you next time.